Hello and welcome to the Mike Less Farmhand Mike YouTube channel, bringing you some of the biggest and best variety and definitely the most versatile farming content on social media today. You can find me on YouTube, Instagram, TikTok, and Facebook at Farmhand Mike.
When you're running combine and have that view over there, that's just pretty awesome. That's almost as awesome as watching that Mike Less guy on YouTube.
That is one good-looking tractor and grain cart. Hey everyone, I am out in the field in the southwestern part of North Dakota. I am just a few miles south of the town of Scranton, North Dakota, and just a couple miles from the North Dakota-South Dakota state line. In this video, running in the field is a brand new 2022 Versatile DeltaTrac 620 tractor that was sold by AgPro Machinery Sales and Service, LLC, out of Hettinger, North Dakota. Running behind the Versatile 620 DeltaTrac is the Farmer's Bourgault 3720 disc drill that is 60 foot wide, and behind that is the Bourgault 7700 air cart. This cart has several different compartments for seed and fertilizer. The saddle tank you see on the side there is for canola, and that is what they are doing here. They are seeding canola, putting fertilizer down at the same time. The front row of discs are for fertilizer. However, the soil is just a little bit wet, and they ended up having to raise them up and just blow the fertilizer on. There was enough moisture in the ground, and the fertilizer discs were bringing that moisture up, and then some mud and dirt was sticking to the actual ranks on the disc drill itself, which that's going to affect the seed depth. Canola seed is very small and is seeded at a rate of 5 pounds per acre. And there's a lot going on right here, so you can see the cart has scales on it. Here is how the compartments are laid out inside this. So you can see there's several different tanks there, the seeding rate, just a lot going on. A pretty interesting implement. Now, a year ago, pretty much the whole state of North Dakota was in severe drought. Now, this year is just the opposite. A lot of farms are getting a late start here. There's a lot of guys that haven't started at all. This farm, luckily, was able to get started here, but the state of North Dakota has had a very wet spring, lots of rain. They also had a couple pretty big snowstorms in the month of April. In fact, there was places down here, even on May 17th, I could still see snow in some of the tree lines, ditches, and so forth. Between the tractor, the drill, and the tank, these are all Canadian-built products. Of course, the Versatile tractors are built out of Winnipeg, Manitoba, Canada, and Bourgault is out of St. Bruce, Saskatchewan, Canada. This farm had run a 550 Versatile DeltaTrac for several years and then traded up to this 620. Of course, the 620 is new for 2022. It replaces the former model 610. So some of the improvements you're going to see is a little more horsepower, a little different torque curve, some improved shifting of the transmission. Hydraulics are laid out a little different. Some nice things in the cab, speakers, cell phone holder, and so forth. And the frames are painted black on the 2022, so it gives it a new look. There's also been some lighting improvements, a bigger touchscreen inside the cab that is ISOBUS compatible, and also telematics. Bourgault makes drill setups like this up to 100 foot wide and carts up to 1,300 bushel. Now this farmer tells me a 60 foot like this with this tank fully loaded, there's a lot of weight back here, so if you have any kind of hills or anything like that, it's just good to stick with a 60 footer. Now he said his 550 when this cart was full on hills did struggle a little bit. He put a tuner on it and he still had to run a full 2,200 RPMs at times to pull some of the hills. Now he's telling me the 620 here, he can easily run along fully loaded up a hill and keep them RPMs right about 1,800. The hydraulics on this tractor is set up with 6 remotes, and this is the high flow version, so this tractor is capable of putting out 106 gallon per minute hydraulic flow. This video is a little over 20 minutes long. I got lots of great drone shots, on the ground shots, some shots inside the cab, and also some from on top riding on the cart. These big air drills and carts are just something we don't get to see in the Corn Belt, so every time I come out here and see these, I'm just kind of in awe about it. Now that's a big tractor, 620 horsepower, one of the biggest ones made, but you look at this drill in this cart and it makes the tractor actually look kind of small. I've even seen other farms pull anhydrous tanks or liquid fertilizer tanks behind all this yet. In fact, I may have a video or two from this area with that very same setup. So you're just going to have to stay tuned for that. Now let's listen to this equipment in action.
And it has a wash sense.
Yep. going to wrap up this video. I hope everyone enjoyed it. Feel free to hit that like button and comment below. And if you are new to my YouTube channel, please go down there and hit that subscribe button. Now, I went on a pretty good trip here and got a lot of good footage through North Dakota and Montana, and there were some missed opportunities as well with the rain and the wind and so forth, but I'll have pictures of that kind of stuff. But if you want to see more of what I'm doing, you can also find me on Instagram, Facebook, and TikTok at Farmhand Mike. And as always, thank you for watching and supporting my social media.